My name is Bailey Robertson, and I will be discussing what globalization means to me, how I define it, and what the topic actually is in my perspective. So, when I think of globalization, I literally think that the world is coming together and it allows businesses to operate on a huge international level. Like, there are no limits whatsoever. It can be anywhere from a multinational corporation to entrepreneurs, and even small businesses can benefit from globalization and international business. So let's talk about multinational corporations and how they can profit and benefit from it. Their types would be obviously they can take advantage of labor costs. A lot of companies, like we talked about in class, Apple, how they export or they have their actual computers put together in a completely different country, and they bring it back and they ship it back, and that's where they sell things from, even though Apple is technically a United States product. They are not put together or manufactured in the United States, which is actually a really cool thing to think about if you really sit down and actually think Kate even flipped over her laptop when we were talking about the topic, and she's like, oh, it does say manufactured in, I think it was China. I don't have an Apple, or else I would double check. I'm on a HP. So small businesses, their potential profit and how they can benefit from globalization and international business and trade would be they're not limited anymore to, small towns and how paying for advertisement on little newspapers. As an example, I buy from a boutique in Australia. I found them actually on Instagram, out of all places. And here in town, even down south, I could not find anything that I liked that would fit my body type, that wasn't either super expensive or made super cheap. And I found this boutique in Australia, and I absolutely loved them. I can order things. They can be here in 3 to 5 days. They have an actual return facility here in the United States for their U.S. customers. That way, if something's wrong with it, we can return it. We don't have to ship it all the way back to Australia. And that would really never be possible unless globalization, international business, trade, anything existed. I really think that the whole topic and the evolution of globalization goes hand in hand with technology, as I used for small businesses and such. Internet, Instagram, applications, delivery methods, buying methods, all of that is so easy. It's literally just a click away. So as technology evolves, globalization, international business, the sky's the limit. Nothing will ever stop if technology doesn't stop. 10 years ago, you couldn't FaceTime people. You didn't even have a computer or a camera on your laptop. Things have been evolving like crazy. Now you can email, you can FaceTime, you can video chat or conference. Even flights are easier to get on. There's texting. I believe that with everything coming around, it makes everything so much easier. There is no limit to anything, and whether you think that, cheap labor is a negative thing, from a huge business perspective, it is a very cost-efficient thing. I understand there's a huge thing about people, keeping jobs in America, which I totally support. I'm just saying that there's good and bad with everything. There's never going to be a perfect answer. There's never going to be a right answer. And how you feel on international business trade, the ability to branch out and have not even just branch out, but the opposite, have people come in to where we're from and sell their products, here, I think it's a great thing. It can have some negative effects, but with everything, there's good and bad. So that's kind of my take on globalization. It's kind of more of an exciting thing because, like I said, I'm a small business kind of person, so, you know, being able to have limitless action on anything, selling anything, being able to get anything. You know, obviously I'm not a millionaire, and you think, you know, globalization, international business is just for the 1%, the elite, but it's not. The everyday person can take advantage of it now, and before it wasn't possible. So that is my outtake on globalization and what I guess it means to me and my personal meaning. I mean, I know the book has more technological terms and everything, but I kind of want to just express how it made me feel and what I used it for with my everyday life. So there it is. Thanks for letting me explain it.